What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to go over the Bitcoin charts. It is Friday. The markets are not open, so we're going to go over strictly Bitcoin, just a monthly, weekly, daily, then into the 4-hour. Show what I'm looking for. Will we get a pump this weekend? Will we get a dump? We're going to take a look at our targets. We're also going to take a look at the most bullish case scenario that I see right now, and then we're going to take a look at the bearish case. As you guys know, I think the bottom will be in sometime in September, October. We're going to take a look at that. Definitely stick around for the whole video. Make sure you smash those thumbs up. Make sure you leave your comments below, good or bad. You can tell by all the bad comments that we're pretty close to the top here, if not before continuing down. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, and tick your notification bell. Also share the video if you would, if you belong to any groups or whatever. So let's take a look at the monthly. So on the monthly here, we're still at this resistance line right here. If we pop up above this 28.9 and get support, the next one, according to the monthly, it's a little different on the weekly and different. About the weekly and the daily are about the same, but the monthly showing possible up as high as this 32.8 to 33 range if we can get above here, right? We also had this measured move of the breakout of this falling channel here. That gets you up to about 31.9 to 32. We're going to take a look at some other stuff too, but looking at the RSI, I still think we come down to retest this bottom trend line right here before actually bottoming. Weekly chart. So on the weekly, if we go the trend lines off of these 2 wicks here, that shows a possibility of a wick up to 32.1. Again, this is not going to happen in a day. This takes time. If it even gets up here, is a good possibility that we topped out here on the 1-to-1 extension and continuation to the downside coming. Taking a look at the daily. So let's take a look at our measured moves over here. Looking at this white top trend line, this bottom green or yellow, whichever it is. You guys know I'm colorblind. That's why my charts are so colorful. Anyways, take the measured move of the longest point of that to where it broke out right over here. And that got us this target of 28.6, which we still have not been able to get above. It does look like we are going to roll over here. Doesn't mean we can't get one more spike up, and I'll show you in the 4-hour what I'm looking at. But as you guys know, I'm still in my short. My stops are at 30 or 29.2. If I get stopped out, then I'm looking for a short entry somewhere up in this 31,000 to 31.5 range. Again, guys, I'm still looking for shorts. Why? Look at how much money the shorts made in this, and we are still in a downtrend. You got this one little pump here. Yes, it's whatever, 77%, whatever it is. But in the big picture, guys, I still look for shorts because I still think we have further down to go, and shorts have been way more profitable than this pump here that everybody is super excited about. And I'll show you what I think this pump is here in a few minutes at the end of the video. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. By far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you like the scammy exchanges. Also, you can use my promo code Savvy50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margin. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. There is also you can trade for free on here. If you want to join the contest section, definitely check that out if you want to get used to the platform, right? So let's take a look at what we're looking at here. If this is the top and we break down through this 21 EMA, this is about 27.3. Our next support is going to be about 25.5. And then after that, 24,000, somewhere in that range. And then after that, coming down all the way to test this. Could we just drop straight down here? I showed you guys in yesterday's video on my thumbnail looking at this as a possible BART pattern. BART's higher here and continuation down. Now, on the bullish case, saying we could get a pump. Show you real quick. If we look at this here, draw this trend line on the bottom. We're making lower lows on the RSI in the daily, higher lows in the price action. In an uptrend could be bullish, hidden bullish divergence, saying we could get a move up. Not to say it has to, right? But there is a possibility we get one more spike up before continuing down. Could get we'll talk about the target in the four hour. So, but if we break this trend line here, close below it, come back up, get resistance, then we've topped out and we'll start heading to these lower lows. All right, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Well, the 31.5, just to show you how I got that, right? So looking at this dotted yellow trend line or green or whatever, measured move from here to here, looking at this as a falling wedge instead of the white line, then to where it broke out, that gets us at 31.5. So again, if I get stopped out, I'll be looking for shorts up here. No big deal, right? We made, if you're playing correctly, you made enough money on the way down here, thousands of percent, to not worry about losing, 1 to 5% in a getting stopped out. Again, I'm not a buyer until September, October, unless, this thing just goes crazy parabolic and the dollar really does die, which I don't see that happening yet, right? I think the dollar will probably top getting in a parabolic rally in the next 5 to 6 months, September, October, before as the dollar gets up, the markets will crash, and then the dollars will go into the markets, picking them back up. All right, 4 hour. If you guys don't understand that, I've talked about it plenty of times. They put fear into the dollar, keeps you out of the dollar. Whatever you're hearing on the news, they're usually telling you the wrong thing to do with your money. Notice that we're getting to a high of crypto and they're starting to talk more about crypto, just like when we were at 65, 60, 68,000. It was all over the news. The biggest thing, exit liquidity grabs. All right. So it does look like we could be rolling over here. We're getting a little pump now, but if we drop below this bottom trend line this weekend, and that's going to be somewhere around 27.6. So if we drop below that 27.6, it's probably going to come down pretty hard to about 26.6, maybe get a bounce back up. And again, that's not going to happen in a day. I mean, it could, but it doesn't have to, right? But once we break this, then we have a measured move, depending on if, when, and where it breaks. But if it does break, we have a measured move down to 24.8, somewhere in that range. Just another measured move like I just showed you in the opposite direction. But if we do get a pump back up here and break above this target that we had from the breakout, 28.7, if we break above that, where's our next resistance? It's going to be right up in here, the top of this. So as long as we stay below this top trend line, it does look like we're headed back down. Again, like I said, you guys, I have my stops at 29.2 on Prime. If I get stopped out and then we get a rejection here, I may re-enter. But if I do get stopped out, my main, I'm looking for around 31.5 to 31.6 before I re-enter. And why do I just keep shorting? Because we are in a bear market. In a bear market, there's no reason, in my opinion, to be trying to go against the trend. And we are in a macro bear market, right? So until that is nullified and void, I will continue doing the same, right? So anyways, that's what I'm looking at here. And then we have our targets after that, right? Breaking down. Let's look at why I think we've bottomed. Here's the .com bubble. Here's the Bitcoin bubble. Yes, this pump looks a lot bigger. Really, this pump here was over 100%. It just doesn't look like it because it's skewed, right, in the log chart. But let's take a look at it real quick. Let's do this. Let's take a measurement of that pump, right, from here to here, the false bottom. And that was 114%. So this is only 77%. I don't know. You do the math. Let's take a look at Nintendo. Nintendo now, when it's bubble pop, same thing right here, right? And then continuation down to make a lower low. So I'm believing the bottom somewhere in this range, somewhere between 35 and 8,500. I still stick to that. Taking a look here, same thing. We had a bunch of false bottoms. These are all weekly charts, guys. Anyways, I just wanted to get this quick video out. I hope you have a great weekend. definitely make sure your notification bells are ticked. I will be going into more detail possibly this weekend. If something happens, I'll go into more detail. I'm going to be looking for the major count to show you guys in Monday's video, so make sure you're subscribed. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the